Yo, what's up, tutors? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Richard Kitchenmaster. I am the six-figure tutor with smarttutor.io. And for any of you guys who've been following me for a while, or maybe you haven't, a big part of what I teach is digital marketing, right? Because in this day and age, you have to be on the internet, right? You have to be omnipresent. You have to be able to be found as a tutor, because if you're not able to be found and you don't get attention and eyeballs on what you do in your business, then you're just going to be the best kept secret, right? Because most likely you're really, really good at what you do. You're a fantastic tutor. You know how to drive results for your students. But oftentimes, we struggle with our marketing, right? So one thing that I want to emphasize here is don't forget, if you are a local tutor, there are local marketing strategies that are also important, right? Because the goal here is to have a machine, right? Get a whole bunch of leads and students and stuff from your online presence, but also from your offline presence, right? And so here, I want to talk about my 3 favorite local marketing strategies, and I think this is really appropriate because school just started, so this is kind of the time to grind, depending on when you're watching this video, right? So with that being said, guys, if you haven't yet hit that subscribe button on the channel, it's absolutely free. There's no cost to you. Just takes about a second or 2 of your time. Hit that subscribe button and let's dive right on in. So cool. So my top 3 local marketing strategies. So my very first one is literally just flyers, okay? And I know that sounds super basic, right? But flyers are important, but most tutors don't commit to the strategy, right? Because they think they can print 100 flyers, hand them out once or twice, and they're like, hey, I didn't get any results from it, flyers suck, right? And the truth is you need to commit to these strategies, right? So if you're gonna do flyers, I mean, I'm talking about like 5,000 flyers a month, right? Or even more if you can. Put these bad boys everywhere, right? Now, disclaimer, be careful, right? You don't want people to litter these. You don't want to litter them yourselves, because then depending on what happens, I mean, there could be fines involved, right? So like, for me, example, if I go to the mall, it's like a big no-no. They're like, hey, we don't want your flyers here. If we find them, we're going to pay a kid like $200 an hour to go and clean up all of the flyers, and we're going to invoice you. So just be careful, right? Depending on where it is, make sure you get permission and all that good stuff. But something that I used to do is whenever I would like map out where there's going to be like sports events and stuff for school, and then what I would do is I would take me and a friend, or me and another tutor of mine or whatever, and during the event, we would just go and put one of these flyers on every single one of their cars, right? And that was a really good way, because who are going to be the people that are at these sporting events, right? Parents with kids who are in school, right? So it was very highly targeted. It's a really, really good strategy to implement. Just the basics of a flyer, right? You want to have a headline. Does your child struggle in math? Does your child struggle with reading comprehension, right? Whatever that is, whatever you specifically tutor, make sure that's specific. Make sure the biggest thing on the flyer is the number. So you have your headline, which is typically that question. Maybe you have a little bit of information, right? A picture that makes sense for what you do. And at the very bottom, big call to action. Call us today for a free consultation. Call us today, to get a free session, or even just call us today, to hear about our early bird specials, or whatever you want to do. Just make sure your number's big and fat and juicy and right on that flyer, so someone can instantly know how to contact you, what to do, and what you're all about, okay? The next thing I want to talk about are car magnets. Car magnets. That's an M. Whew. Car magnets. Cool. So get a bunch of car magnets, right? So we have our car here. And try to get like a big one. So it's like big old car magnet, right? And on my car, I have a car magnet, and it's very simple. It literally just says, is your child struggling in school? So we're a tutoring agency, so we have a tutoring center, so we tutor a lot of topics. But I always recommend being niche specific. In our case, we're not. A lot of my online efforts and all that marketing is specific. I specifically identify, kids who struggle with math and English and stuff. But on my card magnet, I say, does your child struggle in school? We can. and then, you know, help with this, help with that, help with this, call today. And just a big number, huge, massive number. And the back, I don't even have my logo on it. I know a lot of people, they try to fight that, but I don't think the logo is important, right? For me, what's important is actually driving that phone call. And so the back of this magnet is just like blue. It's like this really bright blue color just to grab people's attention so they could see it. And then, you know, if they're interested, they'll give me a call. So card magnets are really, really good. So flyers and card magnets. And so my card magnet, I have 2 card magnets on mine, one on each side, one on my employees, or 2, like one on each side of my employee's truck. And then my fiance as well, we put 2 card magnets on her car. And so call up your friends, your family, anyone who's willing to help support you, you know, on your tutoring journey. Give them a call and even offer something. Be like, hey, if you put these card magnets on your car, you know, I'll give you $50. You know what I mean? Or I'll take you out to lunch or something. And the truth is most of your family and friends are going to be happy to do it, right? They're going to be happy. It's just a card magnet. They like if you go through the car wash or whatever, you can take these off. So it's a really, really cool strategy. Just start putting these everywhere, right? And the last one I want to talk about are yard signs. Yard signs, right? So they're like the things that look kind of like this, right? And so my employee actually lives right across the street from a school, so it's perfect. So I asked him, hey, can I take one of these and just put it in your yard? And he said, yeah, no problem. So we put it right there. So whenever, you know, parents are picking up their kids from school and stuff, there's this big sign. It's the same exact thing as my card magnet. Big, bright blue. You know, is your child struggling? Call us, with some benefits on there. And it's just right there every single day, all day long. And so that's a cool thing. So if you don't live somewhere that's optimal or heavy traffic, one thing you can do is you can door knock. And you can knock on someone's door who has really good real estate, right? They're in a really good spot. They're on a 4-way street. They're around a school, something. And just say, hey, check it out. You know, I'm a local tutor. And I was wondering if I could give you like $100 or something. And if I could just place this sign in your yard. And that's it. And, you know, some of them might say no. But some of them will say, yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to help. And then you just shoot them a couple bucks. Put that sign there. And boom, now you have a sign that's advertising your business 24/7 in prime real estate, right? Where there's a lot of traffic, a lot of eyeballs and stuff like that. And the more of these that you can get around town and get permission to do, obviously, the more, you know, the more eyeballs that'll get on your sign. So with that being said, guys, what I want you to do is if you're a local tutor, right, start implementing some of these strategies, right? Card magnets, yard signs, and flyers. The one that's going to be the most amount of work is flyers because you got to go out and place them places. But your card magnets, you just plop them on, you keep them there. And your yard signs, you just, boom, plop it, and you don't really got to worry about it too much. So with that being said, guys, let me know in the comments which one of these 3 methods is your favorite. And again, if you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.